Hello everyone, welcome back. Apologies I didn't do a video last week. Things have been a bit manic, but I'm back today to talk about conditioning. In counselling, I talk a lot to clients about this idea of who we should be, as opposed to this idea of who we want to be or who we are. I'm getting in touch again with our genuine selves, not this idea of what society or parents or religion or anything like that has put on us, or we feel that they've put on us. Coming from my own experience, I suppose I was brought up in church, and I loved my church. The people that I went there with, I've made some great friends, still friends with them now. And church was very much a home for me. However, as I got older and I realised that I'm one of those greedy gits, I like both men and women, I started to feel like who I was wrong. And so I would be going to church, I would be having this faith, and, I would even have roles within the church, but then I'd be leaving and I'm feeling guilty, and then as I got older and started talking about this idea of sexuality, I did have a number of people pointing me towards the Bible, telling me that who I was wrong. And it brought about in me this idea of who I should be as opposed to who I am. And I suppose, and that probably then played a part in at school, when people used to bully me for being a bit camp or sounding a bit gay or anything like that. This idea again at school of who I should be. I should be a little bit more masculine. Boys don't behave in a certain way. Only girls do. I had a client not so long ago, a 16-year-old boy, whose dad has sadly passed away. And this whole idea, with him, about him now being the man of the house and behaving in a way that he should be, not the way that he wants to be. And actually, it started to mess with him already. And so one of the things that we've been talking about is finding out who he wants to be, just the type of guy he wants to be, not putting any labels on anything, and about who his character is, being kind, being gentle, being thoughtful. That's the thing that matters, not all the other crap around it. And I even had it recently, even with all the work that I do, I had it recently, my tyre went on my car and I had to go to a tyre shop, and it's a very masculine environment, and even there I felt like I shouldn't be there and that people were going to be staring at me and looking at me. And it's this voice in my head that I have now I've listened to for years and years and years, that's telling me who I am is wrong and people are going to notice that. And it's about us working out who we are and then pushing that other part of us that is celebrating that. I've noticed a lot in my life that actually this voice that criticizes me and tells me who I should be, I don't have those people around me now telling me that. So actually I don't understand why it has that much power. It's a fight that I have every single day, and it's something that I'm slowly trying to overcome. Even as far as this jumper that I really, really love, I went out a couple of weeks ago and I had to buy something from the shop that was purely me. Not the, I didn't have my goggles on as to whether it was in the female section or whether it was in the male section, because I should only shop in the male section, or if it's going to make me look too fat or anything like that. If it was just purely me, then I had to buy something. And so I bought this from the H&M female section, and I really, really like it. And actually I was walking around, and even now, today I was walking with my mum around town thinking people are going to be looking at me. They're not, they couldn't care less. So it's about us keeping that voice going, that's celebrating who we are, not the other one that's trying to keep us down here. Thank you very much. Hope you come back. See you next week.